What is the 1% mindset? Imagine you're standing at a crossroads in life where everything could change with just one small decision. You don't need to be the smartest person, and you don't need to rely on luck. All you need is one thing, the 1% mindset. You don't need to be perfect, and you don't need giant leaps. All you need to do is get a little better each day compared to yesterday. And with consistency, that will lead to significant change. This mindset doesn't just help you improve your English, it can change your entire life. You'll feel your confidence grow, experience daily progress, and look back with satisfaction at the journey you've taken. This isn't about empty motivation or unreachable goals. It's a practical approach built on small habits and simple actions that lead to real results. A strategy that's not about dreaming, but about taking action every single day. Just a little bit, but enough to change your life. So, what do you think? Are you ready to challenge yourself to improve just 1% every day? Motivation versus mindset. Motivation, the feeling of excitement and energy. But does it last? Have you ever felt full of enthusiasm one day, only to find it completely gone a few days later, like it never existed? Motivation is like a wave, here then gone, leaving you in a state of uncertainty. Mindset. But what if I told you there's something that will never leave you, no matter how you feel or what happens around you? Mindset is that solid foundation, unaffected by emotions. It's a deep decision about how you live and grow, an unwavering commitment, no matter the changing circumstances. 1% mindset. So, would you like a method that takes you further than motivation ever could? Imagine improving just a little bit each day, even on the days when you feel tired, uninspired, or unmotivated. You keep going, knowing that these small changes will compound and create a big difference over time. Are you ready to stop relying on fleeting emotions and build a sustainable mindset to change your life? The power of improving 1% every day. The idea is simple. Improve just 1% every day. It's not about perfection, but progress. You don't need to change everything at once. Just take one small step forward each day. Examples. Learn 5 new words each day, listen to a podcast for 10 minutes, or say one sentence in English, even if you're still shy. Simple actions like these, when done every day, will make a huge difference in the future. Growth. Success doesn't come from sudden changes or big leaps. It's built from small moments, repeated consistently. And it's this repetition, each day a little bit, that will lead to results bigger than you ever imagined. Why big goals lead to failure? Big goals. Setting huge goals often brings a lot of pressure. You set ambitious targets, like, I must be fluent in English in 3 months. And when things don't go as planned, you quickly feel disappointed and give up. The feeling of failure becomes even bigger when you don't see immediate progress. 1% mindset. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by huge goals, focus on small wins every day. Celebrate each step forward, no matter how small. Slow and steady. Improving just a little bit each day will bring you closer to your goal without the pressure to be perfect right away. When you enjoy the process and focus on daily progress, big results will naturally follow. The 1% mindset for learning English. Why it works. Learning English is not a quick process. It's a long journey that requires daily persistence. You can't become fluent overnight. But if you keep trying every day, even just a little, you'll see progress over time. Focus on the process. Instead of only focusing on the final result, learn to enjoy the process of learning. Each day is a chance to improve. Even when it feels difficult, Don't give up. Keep showing up. Slowly or quickly, you'll start to notice how far you've come. Mistakes. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. They're an essential part of learning. Every mistake is a valuable lesson. Learn from them and keep moving forward. There's no pressure to be perfect, only progress, one small step at a time. Start with one small habit. Don't try to change everything at once. Just choose one small habit to begin with. Just one. It could be listening to an English podcast each morning while you make coffee, or writing one simple English sentence every night before bed. Pick a habit that you can stick to even when you're tired, busy, or short on time. If it's too big, you'll likely give up. But if it's too small to fail, you'll start building momentum. And that small beginning is the first step toward long-term consistency and real change. Are you waiting for someday? A day when you finally feel confident, fully prepared, and completely ready to start learning English? Here's the truth. That day might never come. The reality is, confidence doesn't come before action. It comes after. You don't wait until you feel ready to begin. You begin, and then you become ready. Action always comes before emotion. Just one small step, one sentence, one short podcast, 1 minute of courage. And those tiny actions are often the beginning of the biggest transformations. So if you've been waiting for the perfect moment, stop. Start before you feel ready. That's the real power of the 1% mindset. Have you ever planned to study English every day, but then one day you forgot, you were tired, or something came up? And suddenly you felt guilty and thought, maybe I should just give up. Stop right there. You don't have to be perfect. The 1% mindset doesn't ask for perfection. It asks for persistence. Missing one day doesn't mean you failed. But giving up completely? That's the real failure. Don't let one skipped day become an excuse to quit. If you fall, get back up. Show up the next day. As long as you return, you're still moving forward. And that's what truly matters. Staying motivated when you don't see results. There are days when you study, practice listening, try to speak English, but nothing seems to change. You ask yourself, am I doing something wrong? Am I even improving? And that's when many people quit. But it's exactly in those moments, when you don't see results, that the 1% mindset shows its true power. Because real progress often happens silently. Just like going to the gym, you won't see muscles after one workout. But after 30 sessions, after 60, the change becomes undeniable. Growth takes time. Results don't appear right away, but they always come if you keep going. So don't let the quiet fool you. Trust the process. Because sometimes the biggest changes happen when it feels like nothing is happening at all. Why most people quit too soon? It's not because they're not smart enough. It's not because they're not capable. It's because they're impatient. They expect results right away. They want clear, fast, powerful changes. And when that doesn't happen, they feel disappointed and give up. The 1% mindset teaches you something different. Slow and steady growth is the real path to success. What you build slowly, you keep. And what you stay consistent with, even in small steps, will lead to results greater than you imagined. It's okay to be slow. It's okay to feel tired. What matters most is that you don't stop. Because if you move slowly but never quit, in the end, you're still the one who wins. The mindset of an English speaker. Don't wait until you're fluent to start acting like an English speaker. The truth is, you have to act like an English speaker first. And then fluency will follow. Speak, listen, and practice. Even if you make mistakes, even if you hesitate, even if you're not confident yet. Those imperfect steps are the foundation of real progress. The 1% mindset helps you build the identity of an English speaker. Every small action you take, one sentence, one podcast, one brave attempt, is shaping the new version of you. You don't wait until you're good enough to begin. You begin so that you can become good. Stop comparing yourself to others. Comparison is a silent but dangerous trap. You see someone speaking English more fluently, learning faster, or appearing more confident, and suddenly you start feeling like you're not good enough. But you don't see their full story. You don't know when they started, how much they've practiced, or how many times they've struggled. Comparison doesn't help you move forward. It only steals your motivation and fills you with doubt. The only person you need to compare yourself to is who you were yesterday. Are you making progress? Are you trying harder? Are you still moving forward, even slowly? The 1% mindset reminds you that progress is personal. Everyone has their own pace. You don't need to be faster than anyone else. You just need to be more consistent than the version of you from yesterday. There will be days when you feel like nothing is moving forward. No progress, no excitement, no motivation. Everything feels repetitive and dull. But guess what? That's a completely normal part of the growth process. The 1% mindset teaches you that you don't need to feel excited every day. You just need to keep going. Even if you're not motivated today, you still listen to a short audio. Even if you feel bored, you still write one sentence. It's those small actions on the boring days that actually prove you're truly growing. And the beautiful part is, those small steps create new motivation. You'll feel better after taking action. The boredom will fade, the stuck feeling will pass, and you'll keep moving forward. One day, 1% at a time. Can you really change your life 1% at a time? The answer is yes. And not just maybe, absolutely. Life doesn't change in one big moment. It changes through thousands of small choices repeated every single day. When you choose to learn one new word instead of scrolling your phone, when you speak for 5 minutes instead of staying silent, when you keep going even when you're tired, those small decisions are quietly transforming you. This isn't just about learning English. It's about your life. The 1% mindset shifts the way you think, the way you respond, the way you face failure. Slowly, you start to change. Not because you suddenly became talented, but because you became consistent. Success doesn't come from talent or intelligence. It comes from being willing to learn, to make mistakes, and to try again. That's why the 1% mindset gives everyone a real chance. It doesn't reward perfection. It rewards persistence. And as you continue with this mindset, it won't stop at just learning. It will take you from learning, understanding, practicing, mastering. And even when you're already good at something, it will keep pushing you to improve, because the 1% mindset is a way of life, a mental habit that never ends. You'll begin to hear that voice in your head, calm, steady, powerful. I'm tired, but I'll practice for 5 minutes. I made a mistake, but I'll try again. That's not perfection. That's consistency. That's real growth. And if you're still wondering, can I really change? Then the answer is yes. Start today, 1% at a time. The 1% mindset is not about perfection. It's about persistence. It doesn't ask you to be great from the start. It doesn't expect you to always be strong or motivated. It only asks one thing: don't give up. If you choose to live with this mindset, you won't just improve your English. You'll build confidence, resilience, and become a stronger version of yourself. Believe this. Even the smallest steps you take today are creating a big change over time. Every new word you learn, every moment you choose to speak, every minute you spend listening, they're all adding up to shape the person you want to become. If this episode spoke to you, if you believe in the power of growing 1% at a time, please leave a like, share it with someone learning English too, and subscribe to Kunzy in English so we can keep growing together, one step at a time. Because you don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep going.